Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Cassandra. I am the witch, the spiritualist, the founder, and creator of Magic of Eden. I am also a published author, writer, and poet, here to help you reclaim your divinity by merging the arts of poetry and magic. And if you guys are returning, hey family, welcome back. I am always excited to be in your presence respectfully, and it is always good to be in good love and high vibes and great spirit with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with a quick prayer. Thank you so much, Divine, for being in our lives and for allowing us to fellowship together and dwell together as we receive and give messages that are needed for Capricorn. I ask for your protection for myself as I do this reading and also for Capricorn so that we may be held, guided, guarded, and protected throughout this reading. Let no hurt, harm, or danger come to us as we venture off into this immersive reading and just allow us to be surrounded by benevolent, loving energy. I call upon the guides of Capricorn. Thank you so much for guiding us and for cloaking Capricorn in your love and protection. Thank you so much, Divine, for another time to just simply be in the presence of the world, and also just thank you for and much gratitude for just simply being a part of us as we are a part of you. Ashe, Asheo. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for coming and getting this reading done. Now, I felt the need to use the same deck that I used for Taurus. I'm not sure what's up or what the vibe is, but well, I feel like I know what the vibe is, but that's just me speaking intuitively and me trusting my intuition. But anyway, moving forward, I feel like that is a message for you all in itself, for you to definitely start trusting your vibes more and start to come out and share those intuitive gifts that you actually do have that can not only benefit yourself, but also the world. Now, some of the things that I actually heard, Capricorn, while I was shuffling your cards was I heard the words re-emerge and reinvent. And I also heard the phrase reinvent yourself. And it really does feel like you would be in a state where you are learning not only more about yourself, but you're taking more time and investing in yourself, investing in your wardrobe, investing in who you are, reinventing yourself. And I think this is a vital time for you. Also, happy belated birthday, by the way, to my Capricorns. I just had a birthday on January the 8th, and I turned 30 years young, 30 Earth years young, and it has been an interesting ride. An interesting ride. So, another word that I heard for my beautiful Capricorns is wisdom. So, Capricorn, you have a profound amount of wisdom, and you develop this wisdom from a very early age. And you more than likely are the wise one out of your friends groups. You may be some of you guys are the most reserved, and some of you guys are the loudest, depending on what crowd you're in. And I also feel that you guys are in a space in your life where you're starting to show the world a part of you that they just have never seen. I feel like there was another sign that has that similar vibe, although yours is a bit different. In this sense, I do see you coming out as what people would believe as a new person, but this is not you necessarily being a new person. It's you just simply again changing. Let me move this out of the way. You changing up the vibes a bit, and you also becoming this person again that the world has not seen before. This is definitely a part of you that you. Oh, I love this. Okay, yeah, your card is speaking very, 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 very loudly. It almost kind of feels like you guys were in spaces where you showed up in a way where people expected you to. And I feel like you're now in a space where you're like, you know what? I no longer can afford to be in that space anymore. I can no longer afford to show up in a way that people want me to. And now it's about time that I start to just simply live my life for me and reinvent myself because I know that this is what I need in my life. Like, this is what I know I need in my life. For whatever reason, there's also this flip flop of energy that keeps coming through with you guys. Like for example, when I was picking out your cards, I had a bit of the hardest time trying to pick a deck for you guys. And then I found a few Oracle decks that I wanted to use, but then I was like, nah, I don't really want to use those. And then I started shuffling them and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go back to what I was gonna use before. So it was very flippy floppy. And now I want to say that just like Sagittarius, I am super excited for you because I feel like, oh my goodness, I just feel so excited for you right now. Like you have no idea the amount of excitement that is rushing through my body right now. Okay. I know you're like, Cass, get to the point. Like, I get it. So moving forward. So basically, yes, I do feel like you guys are in a space where you are 100% reinventing yourself and you're stepping more into a space where you can definitely be more happy. I do feel that you are breaking the chains of your own limitations. I do think that some of you guys are 100% stepping out of your comfort zone. I do feel that some of you are definitely realigning with that which is most important to you. And I do think that you are really tapping into your sense of self as it pertains to you and what you feel and not necessarily how the world expects you to. There's this idea behind responsibility and expectation that has kept you hindered and chained. And now I feel like you're in a space in your life where you are starting to become more free in your own identity. That is something that is super powerful and profound. You are becoming free in your own identity. And I love that for you. I feel like some of you guys were in situations where it just simply was not working. I do feel that spirit is saying that you've given enough energy to this thing. It's time for you to let this bygone be this bygone so that you can go in and be and construct who you know that you really are. I think that some of you guys have put a lot of time and attention and detail into something very specific that may have worked for you at some point and it's no longer working, and that's exactly what's keeping you away from having just this balance. Like there seems to have been some type of imbalance with finances, some type of imbalance within the home, some type of imbalance with the health. Things were just simply out of whack. And even though the Tower card is not here, I do feel the Tower card's energy. I feel like you guys are moving more into a space where you can actually really align that with that which you actually truly do see for yourself. I do feel that this is definitely a time in your life where you can start to show up and start to really put your personality into this thing or into your art and into your craft, and you allowing your personality be what magnetizes or what is the driving force behind you receiving this type of quantity and quality of what I'm hearing is the word funds. So I do feel that you are entering a stage in your life where you are 100% aligning with things. I'm hearing spirits say that this is the start of something, that this is fresh. At the same time, even though this is fresh, this is something that is very it's not just tangible, it's permanent, it's perpetual. Now, one of the things that I will say that I love here for you is that you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Ten of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. I really do feel that you are entering a stage into your life where you are walking away from something very specific and you are letting go of something very specific, and you are not only reprioritizing your emotional health, but you're becoming more so invested in this person that you're trying to become. Some of you guys may be on a weight loss journey. I see good success coming from that. I see you shedding the weight, losing the weight, and actually stepping into this beautiful, vibrant, love, fun, sexy, amazing energy that the world cannot keep their eyes off of. It's almost kind of like that one person who people used to call fat, ugly, and these things. Forget my French. I don't believe those things about you. I'm letting you know the energy that's coming through and what I'm hearing. You may be someone that used to be teased. You may be someone that used to be bullied for how you looked or how you smelled or whatever. And I do feel like this is you're entering into a time where now you're gonna shock these people and say, and they're gonna be like, damn, like, look at so and so. They done lost weight. Their skin done cleared up. Who do they think they are? And at the end of the day, you're just gonna be simply living in your elements, and you know that these were not things that defined you. People put these labels on you because of how they felt you should have been and what expectations they had of you and how they've seen your shell. And now they're in a space where they're like, or they're going to be in a space where like, damn, like they really did change. And then I feel, Capricorn, that these people will try to return to you. Spirit is saying to not react to that. Instead, be in such a place of peace and tranquility that even when these people try to come back to you, that you don't react or respond with a lower vibration, that you allow yourself to enact with the wisdom that you know that you have. I feel that out of all the signs, Capricorn's wisdom can sometimes be so overlooked and unmatched. And it's not to like point the finger and say, oh, you're the wisest one. No, I just think that Capricorn energy, period, which we all have a capacity to tap into every single last energy, because the signs are just simply characteristics. The planets are energies. We all have the capabilities of tapping into those energies, right? I do feel that Capricorn energies wisdom sometimes is just simply unmatched, and they sometimes do learn the harshest lessons. And I do feel that you're in a space in your life where you're breaking past the barrier of your own limitations. This is not a time for you to sit back. This is a time for you to rise up and say, you know what? I want this for myself. I see this for myself, and I'm no longer going to allow myself to be weighed down by this. I am no longer in a space where I want to be constantly breaking under pressure. Even though you may be someone who doesn't break under pressure, internally you may feel as if you're breaking under pressure. And here's one thing that I do want to say to you, Capricorn, right now, is that one of the metaphors that came through to me last night was that we are crystals, right? Now, you know how crystals form underneath the earth crust, right? And they form based off of the pressure, right? Now, if you take a moment to really sit and look at crystals and feel the energy, they each have a different way that they vibe. They each have a different frequency. They have a different color. They have a different, more than likely, like a different texture. And these crystals are simply representations of the energies that are ever present in the universe, right? They just decide to show up in a certain way. Now, when these crystals are under pressure, they then form, and then you see the final result of the beauty of that crystal. You are the crystal that is under pressure right now, and the world is about to see truly how beautiful you are after you have allowed yourself to transcend beyond the pressure. And I really do love that for you. I really do see that for you. I am so in awe with that, because you were not weighed down or broken by this pressure. You allowed the pressure to come in, and you allowed yourself to be carried by it. And now the world is about to see just how fucking amazing and beautiful it gets with you. And I am so here for that. And I really do 100% support that. One thing that I want to say is that you are going to have to more than likely start tweaking things in your self-care routine. This is what the Empress card is bringing to me, and really start to invest in things that make you feel good, not only physically, but also like that, also fill your cup up. I do see this as something that feels very soft. I feel that for you, Capricorn, you're leaning more into your tail. So you know how Capricorn in the zodiac, how it's represented by the goatfish, which is super like unorthodox, and and it comes off as like, what the hell? Like, how even do you climb with that? This is a representation of you being very practical about your emotions and allowing yourself to feel them, and really diving deep into your artistry and your feelings and your emotions, and using your practical skills in order to help you navigate through those different elements. And I really do feel right now that you're in a space where Spirit is asking you to share more of that, share more of your experience, really dive deep into reinventing yourself and letting the world see who you are. And I do feel that truly, I can feel your energy. You are someone that is so magnetizing, and it's just a shame, not a shame. It feels, what I'm picking up on is that some of you guys feel like it's a shame that you don't share this aspect or part of yourself as much with the world. And Spirit is saying there's no need for you to be afraid. Start to come out and share what it is that you know that you got to share with the world. Some of you guys are brilliant artists. Some of you guys are brilliant writers. You're singers, you're actors, you're poets, you're, inventors, whatever it is that you have, your niche. I feel that niche. I feel like you are in a space in your life where you are coming out into the world, re-emerging after you've reinvented yourself. Really sit down and take a note of the things that you like and what you don't like. What is in your closet? Declutter your closet and say, this is no longer working for me. I don't like this. I don't like that. This doesn't hug my body the way that I want it to. This hugs me too tightly. Whatever it is that you want to see that you see for yourself, don't be afraid to make those changes. I really do feel that you are moving into a space where you are so fulfilled and happy and paid that it is ridiculous. You are moving into a space where you are about to get paid, honey. And I'm not just talking about no fictitious instruments. I'm not talking about no Federal Reserve notes. I'm talking about gold, assets, silver. I'm talking about you really investing and accumulating things that are actually of value. Like, I really do feel that way. And I really do see, Capricorn, that spirit is letting me know to tell you to invest in the assets. Invest. I just heard something about healthcare. Like, invest in that, or something about like a life insurance policy. That there's money where life insurance is. Do your research on that. But that 100% is what I am hearing for you right now. You may want to look into that. I'm hearing the words good karma. There's been a stage in your life where you experienced a lot of death, a lot of decay. You experienced a lot of just ailments and things like that. So I do feel that some of you guys were in spaces where you were just chained to this idea, this mindset, this habit, and now you're allowing yourself to just fully be free and really embracing the wind and allowing yourself to be carried to the wind. Capricorn, I'm going to be real with you. Spirit is letting me know to tell you to stop refusing the help that is being given to you, because the more that you refuse this help, the more you are hindering yourself, the more that you are limiting yourself. It is okay that people are offering help to you and that you accept that help, because at the end of the day, they offered. You do not have to worry all the time about, well, this is not something that you ever really have to worry about. You don't have to worry about people backstabbing you or saying, well, I help you do this and I help you do that. At the end of the day, I get how you feel, and I also do get where you're coming from, where it's like, I can't depend on people because all they're gonna do is just turn around and use this or throw this in my face, or use it as an excuse as to why they feel they can treat me a certain way. At the end of the day, you know intuitively who you can accept help from and who you cannot. And Spirit is letting you know to start to use your wisdom, and do not let that be an excuse as to why you do not accept help from people. You give yourself reasons to not depend on people, and you put some things in your mind as though people are cannot be dependable, or undependable. And I feel that Spirit is letting you know that you don't have to be so cynical. Some of you guys have very cynical tendencies, and others of you don't take it as it resonates, but it does feel like some of you guys are being called out right now. And it's not the fact that you just want to be this way. You feel that you have to be this way, but then Spirit is challenging you, asking you, why do you feel that you have to respond like that? Why do you feel that you have to react that way? If anything, this is a decision that you're making because you are so invested into your reality that you forget sometimes that this is an illusion that you have control over. At the end of the day, you do not have control over somebody else's life, but you do, as you know, have the capabilities of choosing how to respond. And you can do that, and you know that you can. So Spirit is asking you not to fall to your knees before the idea that you have to be a certain way when you don't. So this is you letting go of your own expectations, and you allowing yourself to just simply be free of who be free, and also be who you actually know that you are. It really does feel that way. I feel that when we put expectations on things, we want them to be a certain way, or we have hopes of how they should be because it pleases us. And at the end of the day, you are not here to please anybody else's life. You are here to simply be free and love and be sovereign. And that is what I do see for you. Also, Spirit is letting you know that you probably want to go ahead and start getting more rest at nights, go to bed a bit earlier, and then you can wake up earlier. Or Spirit is saying that you may have bags under your eyes. You may want to get more rest and drink a little bit more water. Capricorn, that's something that's coming through. I just heard Spirit say to find your happy place. You do have the Temperance card here, the Eight of Cups as well. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. You have the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're definitely moving out of one mind state to another, and you're embracing something else that is more peaceful. You are stepping away from all the tumultuous energy, out of the bullshit, and you are onto a space where you know for a fact that you can actually be happy and not dependent, but just simply be free to be who you are. You are reinventing yourself, and I'm so here for that for you. I love it for you, and I support you 100%. I also do fit. Yep. It's so interesting because I pull cards again. You have the Devil card in reverse, and you have the Chariot card. When I tell you that you are no longer trapped by anything at all, you are no longer in debt, all debts paid, you're moving on to something different. You are no longer bound by what used to be. You are no longer bound by any addiction, no disorders, no PTSD, no emotional trauma, no sexual trauma, abuse. You are free from all of these different things, and you are moving at lightning speed into the life in which you know that you are destined to live in. You are no longer in a space of suffering. There is nothing to hold you back, Capricorn. Do not let these things hold you back. Spirit is letting you know right now that Spirit has its hands on you right now. There's something about prayer that's coming through right now. Spirit wants you to know that you are prayed for, that your family, your friends, your loved ones truly do see you. They may not say anything because what can they say to the guru? What can they say to the goat? That's why they don't say anything, but they are watching you. And you don't have to do these things for them, but know that they are rooting for you in silence. Even though you may not hear them, Spirit is saying that they can hear you and they can see you and they are rooting for you. They love you at the end of the day. This is an intervention that's coming through for you, Capricorn. I 100% love this for you because you are allowing yourself to move forward with conviction. You are convicted and you know damn well that this is no longer the life for you. You are leaving, you are going elsewhere. And this is the best thing that you can ever do for yourself. If you've been thinking about getting up and moving out of that house, get up and move out of that house. If you've been thinking about getting up and getting this car and going on a road trip, go get that car, go on that road trip. If you know that you are going to want to travel somewhere, Spirit is saying there is nothing holding you back, baby. You are free. At the end of the day, you are reinventing yourself and you are free. And you declare that, Ashe. And I feel that for you. And the message is coming through so strongly, Capricorn. I feel this with conviction, and I set the intention that this reading reaches exactly who it needs to. No matter what sign they are, no matter where they are in the world, no matter what time it is, no matter, I don't care about any of that. As long as a person that is listening to this message receives it, they know that they are no longer bound by anything. You don't have any limitations. The only limitation that you have is your own mind, and you have to be willing and strong enough to break through that shit. And that is the message. That is the message. Reinvent yourself. Be strong in your convictions. Do not allow yourself to be moved by anything. And I stand on that. And I know that came off as very like, that message came off very strong. I just needed to say it. Like, I just needed to get that out. I needed to get that out. I needed to get it out. Okay, so you have Pisces here. You have Bond. Okay? You have confidence. Be confident, boo. Like, be confident. I love that. Be confident. Ooh, I love this. A new confidence is approaching. You have fragility here. Skull, you have fragility. I love that because deep down inside, you know for a fact that some of you guys are like jelly. And I love that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Trust in divine detours. You are being taken out of this situation, not by anyone outside of you, but by your higher self and your intentions. Your word of mouth and your word of prayer was the magic that moved you out of this situation. You set your intention for this years ago. You set your intention for this shit years ago, and now that shit's about to play out, boo. Trust me. Mark my words. Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. Honey Badger don't give a shit. You guys remember that YouTube video? Honey Badger don't give a shit? Yeah, at the end of the day, you are fearless. There was nothing for you to fear. What you fear, some of you, is failure, is lack of success. Some of you guys fear success. What are people going to think about me? Am I going to be able to uphold the expectations? Am I going to get caught slipping? Sweetheart, be yourself. The world needs authenticity, not robots. Because as long as you are yourself and you bet on yourself, you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to threaten you because you are yourself. You are the vibe, and people need to start seeing more of this side of Capricorn. Like true shit. Like I really do feel that. I love that. And then it says, dear spirit here, bring a gentle touch. There's a part of you. It's that tail fin that you have. Lean more into that. We've seen the rough parts of you. You feel me? Well, maybe not we, but this is what I'm hearing. We've seen the rougher parts of you. What other parts of you are there? We want to explore your multidimensionality. And I do feel that spirit is asking you to bring out this more jelly-like consistency or open up the shell to reveal the softness within yourself. Oh, I love that for you so much. You are a whole mood. Like you are a mood, Capricorn. Protection. Protection. I love the protection card for you. And I'm going to get to that in a second. We have Aspen Spirit, courage. Have the courage to venture out. Like, have the courage to get up and move. Okay? Bluebird Spirit, happiness. I'm here for that. And look at here. Look at here. Excuse me, angel of prayer. Your prayers, remember that? Your prayers is what moved you out of this space. Come on now. Somebody say it. Okay. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. Sweetheart, you got it. You got it. You also have angel of support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. An angel of abundance. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. Mark my words. Y'all about to be paid. Y'all about to be fresh. Y'all about to be smelling good. Y'all are about to be creating things. I'm hearing something about like find your signature scent. Like this is just the whole mood. And I feel that you are in a space where there are parts of you that you want to keep protected. And so you put up this hard show because you feel like you have to protect what's within you because people could just come and then just, try to take the jelly from you, try to take the fattiness from you, try to take the flavor. But at the end of the day, it's okay to be firm and it's also okay for you to set those boundaries 100%. At the same time, you do not have to make the hardness your full identity and you don't have to always walk around like that though. I really do feel that Spirit is saying that this is a wake up call for you to step into this divine essence that you have, Capricorn. I am super here for this shit. At the end of the day, I don't know why I feel this way, but some of y'all come from the hood. Some of y'all have family that is from the hood or whatever, or you may have been brought up in like the roughest parts of the world, or you may be someone that was brought up in the worst parts of your neighborhood, but you did not allow yourself to become a victim of your reality. You did not allow yourself to become, what is it called? A victim of your environment. And I love that for you. You allowed yourself to move past your environment and say, I'm not going to be bound to define my environment, but what I am going to do is create another environment for myself. That way I can thrive and flourish. Y'all are getting paid. Y'all are being moisturized. You're drinking your water. And I really do love that for you. 100%. Trust in divine detours. You may have to think of doing things in a different way and not have to worry about the opinions of others. I don't care what anyone says. I know for a fact that some Capricorns have a tendency to be so wrapped up in their identity and what other people think of them that it hinders them. And on the outside, they may show as if they don't care, but on the inside, yes, they do. Yes, they do. And for some of you guys, you just genuinely don't care. And I feel that. I'm here for it 100%. I do feel again that you are entering into a space where you're moving. I see some of you guys moving into a different space. Like, there's been a lot of messages coming through about people literally getting up, traveling, and moving out of space and moving into different spaces. What is going on? What is the vibe? Like, let me know what's up because I'm a little nosy for right now. Like, I love you guys. Y'all are my family. And if you guys are new here and you made it this far, honey, you part of the family now, and I'm a little bit nosy. What's going on? Share the deets. If you don't want to share them, it's okay. Like, you don't have to. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to, go ahead. Anyways, Capricorn, I am so in love with your reading. You are my second favorite reading. My first favorite reading was Sag, and now my second favorite reading is you guys because, yes, honey, it's screaming. I just love it for you. Okay? Now, with all of that being said, be gentle with yourself. Okay. There's no need to be so hard on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to just simply exist without the need of you picking or ripping yourself apart. The world has done enough of that for you, of you, to you, and Spirit is asking you to just take a different approach. Okay. There's something about ancestry coming through. Check your genealogy chart or check your genealogy ancestry trees. If not, you may want to look into doing those. There's some information that is waiting for you. You may want to go check that out. Okay. I'm hearing something about indigenous Americans coming through. You guys may be looking to see what tribes you come from. I just heard the words Algonquin. I think it's something like that. Forgive me for pronouncing that wrong. I just heard something about Seminole. There's something about the Seminole tribe coming through. Yep. Seminole, Algonquin, Powhatan. There's something specific about Powhatan, Algonquin, and the Seminole tribes. Okay? Those are the ones that are coming through right now specifically. I just heard something about the Dakota. Something about Dakota. I'm not really used to hearing about the Dakota tribes or anything like that. I'm used to really hearing about, the major ones that we know of, like the Choctaw and Cherokee. I'm used to hearing about those, but I'm not really used to hearing about the Dakota tribes at all. And there's also something about Texas, like something about Texas coming through or Texans. You have ancestors trying to reach out to you. Do your genealogy research, okay? Capricorn, thank you so much for sharing space with me today. I appreciate your presence here. If you need anything from me, you guys can visit me online at magicofeden.com. We can also soar home together over on my Instagram at Magic of Eden. It has been a beautiful pleasure in doing this reading, and I hope to see you all in my next video.